Now, first thing I should go over is that for some reason in this recording, there is a little Forager logo in the top left corner. I don't know why that was there. When I recorded it, it was just there. While I was playing it, it wasn't, but after the recording was done, it was. The annoying thing about this is because it blocks my hearts. So basically, throughout the video, I will get more hearts so you can see those hearts, but the first 3 you can't see. Basically, I just don't want anyone thinking I'm in creative. It was just there for some reason. I know this is a bit suspicious, but I promise I wasn't in creative, okay? Second thing is, you may have noticed, I got a little bit of a mic upgrade. My last review, sounded a bit crap, so we got a bit of an upgrade. I'm not gonna lie, when I first got Forager, I got it as a risk. I didn't think I was gonna love it, but there was a small part of me that was like, maybe I'll like it, so I'm just gonna take a risk. Boy, am I happy I took a risk, because I have 40+ hours on this game, and I have had it for 2 weeks. Yeah, this game's just a bit addicting. One thing that a lot of people want in a game is replayability. A lot of games don't have this. You play it once, and then you're done with it. This game, I would say, unless you really just don't feel like it and you didn't enjoy your first play session, you'll most likely play it again. Reason is because there are different game modes to select from. There is Classic, there's Speedrun, there's the One Island Challenge, which I do recommend if you've already beaten the main game, and then there's Hard Mode. Personally, I actually haven't played another save yet, because I'm still working on my first save. I've pretty much done it, but there's just a few little things I kind of want to 100% the game. The next thing I want to go over is how much playtime you'll get out of this. You will probably get about 40 hours out of this game, okay? That's probably minimum, and I know that sounds kind of ridiculous, but this game is really long. It's surprisingly long, and also considering the fact that you're never just going to have a 30-minute play session. I said that to myself, and I was on it for 3 hours. So, one of the first things you will notice when you play this game is that you have to buy islands. Now, my favorite thing about this game is that every island has something new on it. That is something that not a lot of games have. Sometimes you will have a game where you just worked a really long time to get something, and it's not even that great. That's not a great comparison now that I think about it, but basically, when you buy islands, there's always something new on it, okay? On my first playthrough, every single island I bought, I felt like I was getting maybe an hour or 2 trying to figure out the puzzle or riddle on that island. That's something I will go over later, the puzzles and riddles, but not right now. Now, like I've said a few times now, there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. There is something called the Void Realm, which you will probably not get till a bit later in the game, because it's a bit hard to access. It's a bit expensive to buy the portal for it, but another thing is that there are dungeons that you can get. Basically, the dungeons, again, you don't get until a bit later in the game, and I'm not gonna lie, in the game trailer, it advertises combat a lot more than it actually has. Don't get me wrong, there's combat in the game, but for those people that just want to constantly be killing things, and just, they constantly want to be in action, this might not be the game for you. Basically, they advertise combat a bit more than there is, because there's not no combat, but there is also not a lot of combat. There is also cosmetics in this game. Now, in most games, cosmetics will cost money. The thing that I like about this game is that the cosmetics don't cost money. You get money from getting the achievements, which sometimes the achievements can be kinda hard and you won't get an amazing reward from it, but overall, the cosmetics usually are pretty epic. Now, one of the weirdest things about the cosmetics is that there is a lot of references to different games. I don't know if there was collabs or anything involved, but there is a lot of references to different games. The main one being Terraria, and they're not subtle references. One of them is called a Terraria slime, or Cthulhu mask. They're not very subtle. I'm not really sure if there's like, if maybe the developer worked at Relogic, or if there's a collab going on, but basically, you never know, you might find a cosmetic from your favorite game in this game. And one of my personal favorite things about cosmetics is that you can literally be one with LSD. Now, another really fun thing to do in the game when you kind of just don't know what to do is to try and level up your skill trees. When you're leveling up the skill tree, there's a lot of skills that you don't really think are going to be that great, but when you try them, there's like so many other things that come with it. That's kind of a weird thing about the skill tree. Usually, when you click on a skill, it doesn't really give you a great description of what's in it. There was a few times when I've looked at a skill and just kind of ignored it for a really long time, and I was like, how do I get this resource? So I just started buying random skills, and then when I got a certain skill, it let me get it, but it didn't say in the description that I could get whatever resource I needed from that thing. So yeah, that's something that's it's a bit frustrating, but basically, I don't know, frick, why am I putting this in prose now? I just stated a negative thing. Anyways, yeah, leveling up skills is very fun. It's like a side thing you can do. Oh, and one last thing I should probably cover. I don't know if this should be in the pros list, but you can kill innocent beats for your own enjoyment. It's a bit messed up, and considering the fact that the beats literally compliment you before you kill them, and even when you're killing them, they say please stop, but it's a bit messed up, but basically, you know, if you ever need food, you know, you've got those cute innocent beats to kill. Now, one of my least favorite things about this game is the fact that the puzzles and riddles are very hard. You will spend so long trying to complete a puzzle or a riddle, and you really don't want to search it up, okay? I tried this, just search them up. They're so hard. I might just be small brain and an idiot, but oh my gosh, some of these riddles took me over 2 hours. The next thing I don't like is that how many trees there are. When you're first starting the game and you don't have mining rods, you will literally find yourself stuck in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. It is ridiculous how many trees there are. You can try and chop one down, and then another one will spawn. Finally, no more trees. Took a very long time, but I'm finally... Like I was saying, I've finally, removed all of the trees, except for these sections over here, but, aside from that, it's about time that my, main area was not, again, there's a few areas that still need some working on, but, oh man, does it feel good? Oh. It's very hard to avoid the Amazon rainforest in this game. Now, one of my least favorite things about the PlayStation edition of this game is that when you try to screen record, it puts a big watermark that says Forager in the top left corner. Now, like I mentioned in the first few seconds of the video, that blocks your hearts, so if you're trying to record a Forager video, it's really hard because you can't see the hearts. I don't really know why that's there. Come on, developers, like... Why is that gotta be there? We understand we're playing Forager. Like, you don't need to let us know that we're playing Forager whilst we play Forager. One more thing that a lot of people like to know between their different games is, should I get this game on my console or a PC? I don't know if anyone's in this situation. Most of the time, there's like you either have a console or you have a PC, but if you're in a situation where you have both and you don't know which one to get it on, here's what I have to say. If you have a PlayStation 5, this game, I would probably say get it on a PlayStation 5. The reason I say this is because it actually has adaptive triggers, and the game is a lot about mining, and it feels very satisfying when you mine a rock. The negative to the PlayStation is that, like with a lot of console games, you are limited to doing certain things. In the end, you can do the same as a PC, but since you have to, like, there's less buttons, most of the time you have to, it's a slower process to do the same thing. When I say slower, it's usually like 1 second, but an example for this is you want to mine a rock, you have to walk right up to the rock and wait for a little, like, hitbox to, like, go on that rock, and then you can mine it. If you're on PC, you just have a little cursor, you aim at it, you can be pretty far away from it, and then just mine it. That's about the only, like, mild difference between the two. Overall, I really like this game, and I think people will really enjoy it. When I first got it, like I said, I kind of took a risk, and I'm happy I took the risk, and I think other people should give it a shot. Again, if you like combat, this might not be your game, but, you know, I think you will still like it if you, like, unless you're a hardcore, like, Call of Duty player, I don't know, but I think overall, you guys will really like it. Anyways, everything in this video was just my opinion. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.